Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Minix. And in today's episode, I'm going to be doing some mining. So we're currently on Free Fly Week. So if you don't have an account yet, you can get a free account and free fly till the 17th of July using the code dropping down now. And you can use these ships that I'm going to show you in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some mining today. So we hope you like this video, guys. If you do like this video, don't forget to take that punch and tickle the like button. Don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe notification for more videos as we drop them. Also, check out the description, guys, for the Discord link if you want to jump on the Discord. And in there, you should be able to also find the organisation we've got going. So yeah, so a quick one, this one hopefully today, guys. I'm just going to go and I'm going to take out the free fly prospector that we've got. Now, there's a thing that with the game where you can't replace rented modules. So like if you rent a prospector, you can't change the modules on it, and you need to be able to change the modules, especially when mining Quantanium, because the modules that come with it are just not stable enough. So what I'm going to do today is, this is going to be the first time mining in 3.19, so I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to take out the prospector that's been given to us, and I'm just going to see what I can do with it. Especially with the new commodities that we can mine as well, the new ores. Oh, well, they're not new, but there's been a rejig on the ores, and I'm going to try and look for some maybe gold or some stuff like that, rather than going for Quantanium itself. With Quantanium, it's unstable, and you have a set time limit to get back. So I'm going to just try other ores and see what we get from that. So that's what today is going to be. Hopefully it's a quick one, guys, and hopefully you get some information from it. There's a chart that I'm looking at currently, and I'll throw that into the description. And basically it just shows a few different places to go and stuff like that. I'll bring it up on the screen now so you guys can see it. So here it is. It's over here at this redmonstergaming.com. I'm basically just going through the different refinery locations, the lasers, the modules that you can get, and the gadgets, and then the prices. So I'm going to look at the golden taranite and the bexolite, and then the gemstone stuff, and then the places where you can get some good percentages on it, and then the gem, and then down here at the bottom, your intensities and labels and stuff like that. So let me just get out of this shit before it goes away.
Please clear the hatch.
Me somewhere else. And let me just take this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at... If I bring that up again. So I'm going to be looking here at the percentage by location, ground, so surface. I'm not going to be doing the space one. And just going to look here. So I'm going to be looking here. Where am I? I'm currently in Hurston. No, I'm currently in the Crusader. So I'm going to look here at the Crusader one. Can I double click that? No, don't want that.
The next shuttle.
And it's looking like, so where I'm at, Crusader, Daymar. So we're looking at Daymar and yellow. Could be two places for this spec steel here and the gold. So if I go to Daymar, there's two for the three here, some good percentages. So that's what we're going to go look at and see what we can do with that. Right, let me take off that. There we are. And just see what I can do with an actual rented prospector.
Please enjoy your... The next shuttle is approaching the station.
So if you've got an account and you don't own the game, you can go onto the site and access the free fly by clicking. There's a button there that you can click to access the free fly, and that will give you access to the ships until the 17th. And there's some good ships there that you can rent. There's even got the Vulture, so you can do some salvage, which we featured in our last episode of Rags to Riches just recently. Me and Kilthanis. I need to get a drink. That's why I took my helmet off. Okay, quick buy that. Put that down my neck. That's just food I needed. Check.
Green circle. Stay away.
My helmet. No boot. Okay, that's all good.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
So the ships that they give you in the free fly is this Gladius here. This Hammerhead is part of my monthly subscription package. They give you the Valkyrie. They give you the Mercury Star Runner. They give you the Drake Caterpillar. They give you the Cutlass Black, the Cutlass Red, the Drake Vulture, the Freelancer, the Prospector, the Razor, the Starfarer, and the 600i. So I'm going to take out the Prospector today. I'm going to go do some mining. So as I say, with this, it was hard to actually do mining with a rented Prospector. So I'm hoping this time it's a little bit easier because I'm not going to change the lasers. I'm not going to put on any modules, anything like that. I just want to be able to take this Prospector out of the box and mine with it. I know that you can now change these bags. You can... don't know what happened there. Takes the shadow away. You can change them bags. You can change this laser here. I don't know where the modules sit in here. I'd have to find out where the modules sit. Maybe there. Because you can replace the modules as well. But I'm not going to do that. Turn ship on.
Starting pre-flight protocols. All systems operational.
Power shields.
Systems on. Maximizing shields.
Request takeoff.
Requesting clearance. Stand by.
Track landing gear.
Retracting landing gear. Landing gear.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Power thrusters.
Maximizing engines.
So I just want to be on the light side of the planet. I'm not actually going to go to the NT 999. I just want it to be on the light side of the planet so I can look.
Quantum travel complete.
So once we get here, we're going to just turn, just head in a different direction over this way. I'm just going to start scanning. Just start coming in as a scan. So there's two there below us. So we get to the V mode, and we can look at them. Scan mode, and the signature is 1730, and that one's a 12:5:30. So there's probably going to be more of it here, or a bigger rock, than there is here. Now if I zoom in to that and scan again, should get a rock come up. there, there's a few rocks, so that might be a better one to get to over there. Let's have a look what this rock is here anyway. Mining mode on.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
What I want to do is make sure I'm not in the, what's it called? Put the mining mode back on and let's have a look. So this is a shale. Instability. It's going to be a hard one to do. So it's got iron and hassanite or whatever it is. So let's head over to these next ones over here. This is obsidian. It's an impossible rock. This one's already purple. And this is FS-tonight. 53%. This one's going to be an impossible, I think. These are going to be too hard, I think. Yeah, an impossible. Same. Impossible, agrees, yeah. It's an easy, but it's beryl. So I could take the beryl of that one, that of that one. I'm not going to get much, I don't think, for the beryl. I just want to see what it's going to be like with this new, because I've not mined in this new one. And impossible with agresium as well. So I think because this one's purple, I think I can just switch to extraction mode and just take. So there's my cargo. So we've got 5 SCU of Hessenite, whatever it's called. I'm not even pronouncing that right. And then I'm going to break this down and get the beryl from this one. Just so I can do some mining. So there's beryl here and iron.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Oh, back up, back up, back up. Nearly lost everything then. Okay, backed up in time. Power shields.
Maximizing
So I've got
shields.
here beryl. 40% of this is beryl. This one is 90% iron. It's iron and inert materials. So this means there must be beryl in this one. Beryl. So we'll take all of that. We'll do the same with that as well. There we are. I think I picked up something off that one. I'm That's iron in it. So I don't want to pick up the iron because how much SCU have I got? I've got 18 of 32. So I wanted to go and look for something else. So again, we're probably not going to be able to do big rocks. We'll have to look at the smaller ones probably.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode
So it's
on.
an impossible, but there was gold in this one. Again, another impossible. Impossible. Again, another impossible. Another impossible. That's definitely going to be an impossible. So is that if it says tonight or whatever's in that one?
Fracturing mode on.
See what we got. That's copper. 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 There we are, we'll take all of that.
Extraction mode on.
And all of that as well. No one copper. So we're nearly full. Now I want to show you with this gold one over here. Wherever that one was. So it's got impossible on that one and impossible on that one where the gold is. So you'll see, like, if I turn this on and get really close to it, it's not even getting anywhere, it's not even touching it. So this is why you do your lasers, basically, because of that reason. So that's not working. So what I'm going to do is look for the next lot, which looks like over here. It's going to be way too big for me to do.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode
That barrel,
on.
titanium. Let's move on to the next one.
Mining mode off.
This may be those little diamond things again, but we'll see. No, no rocks. Let's have a look.
Mining mode on.
So I think these big ones are going to be too big. So let's have a look at the smaller ones. That one you can already mine straight off. And that is... Laranite. This one you can mine straight off as well. Barrel, 55% barrel. Again, barrel in that one. So I could just take this one, take the Laranite. And then this one, just take the barrel.
Warning. Storage full.
So that's it. Storage is full. So what I need to do now is go and sell this.
Off.
Where am I? I can go to Cruel 1. Cruel 1 Dream Station. Set the route there. Let's head there. So like this is the first time I've done mining since 19.1. And when I used to mine before, it used to always be Containium I'd mine. I'd never mined anything other than that. And I used to spend a lot of time messing around looking for it. So hopefully what I'm going to look at today is it worth just going out, win the rented prospector. So to rent a prospector is 55,000 for a day. Now, is it worth it? Will I get 55,000 back from what I've just got? That's what we're going to ask. The thing is, I'm not rushing back. I'm not worried about breaking the cargo or anything like that, like you do with Quantanium. I could change the bags if, like, I had someone that could just go and ferry the new bags and that.
Have a pleasant stay.
So let me fix this. Didn't cost me much to fix it. Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
Right, so I don't know what I've got. I've got some half a night or whatever it's called, and I don't know what I've got, to be honest with you. But it's what I need to find out is it was impossible. Let's just say it was impossible to mine in a rented prospector. And so now is it impossible to mine in a rented prospector? If you can rent a prospector for 55,000, the reason it was impossible to mine in a rented prospector is because you couldn't change the mining heads, and you needed to change the mining heads for the stability when mining laranite, when mining quantanium. Now with all the new stuff like you can mine, or the upgrading it all.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
Store that. Is it worth now being able to just rent a prospector for 55,000 and just mine like I did? Just pick rocks that you're allowed, that you can mine, that are your size. Yada yada yada.
A movie glass has been found. Report to the manager's office if you think it's yours.
Oh my god. Let's go upstairs. Let's have a look what we've got then in ore. So the prospector. So 22,000 of materials that I've got here. It would cost me 55 for a prospector, so it would take 2 trips to get back the money in ore sales. So let's do it this way. Let's do this. So you get 3% extra now and 7% in conundrum. Bextile, gold, -6, laranite, -8, tungsten, -2. So I'm getting -2% on this ephesionite thing here. But the beryl I'm getting +7%. So iron, titanium, laranite, ephesionite, and beryl. And if we go for, let's have a look. So this is going to be, get a quote with this one with the Comac. It's going to be 32 minutes and I'm going to get 51,000. So basically I would get back the cost of renting the ship, and it would take 30 minutes to get it back. So let's try some different methods and see what we get back. Oh no, that's how much it's going to cost me. Sorry, it's going to cost me 5,100. I don't know what I would get back until I sell it. So let's have a look at the different methods. So that's the conic one, parasitic one, parametric. It'll be 4 hours and it's going to cost me 15 grand on top of the what I got. Gas game, equal. It's going to be 1 hour and 4 minutes. And it's going to cost me 15,000 again. I'm just looking at the yield I'll get back from each of these. So I'm losing some of it, some of the stuff. XC, equal 16 minutes. It's going to cost me 15 grand. Ferrum is going to be 5,000, 8 hours, and I'm going to lose 100 there, 40 odd there, 60 odd there, none of, well, I'm not doing that, 200 there, and 100, oh, about 50 there. $5,000 can take 2 hours. So it's going to take 25 hours, but we're going to lose less of the yield. Still going to lose 100 of that. So we're going to lose 100, but it's only going to cost 2 grand. was 200 of the barrel. It took 6 hours. So let's have a look at this Comet one. Gonna lose 200 barrel of 200 barrel was cost 32 minutes. Gonna cost $5 grand. So what's the other one? The Ferron one, which was 8 hours. I want a quickish one. So, Kayak one, 32 minutes. Going to cost $5 grand. We're going to lose 200. We're going to lose 300 of that. And we're going to lose 227 of that. So the barrel and this FSNI one is going to be the two to watch for. What we're going to lose in 4 hours. $16 minutes. 8 hours, 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 15-minute one, this 30-minute one. 4 hours. So I'm going to lose 150 there. So 1 hour. It cost me 15 grand. 1 hour, I'm going to lose about 140 there, and around 300 there. It cost me 15 grand. So there we are. So it's CSCU this, and so 100 SCU is 100 CSCU is 1 SCU. So on that one I was going to lose about 100 so 1.5 SCU, and then this one I was going to lose about 2 SCU or 3 SCU, something like that. So that's going to be an hour. I'm going to go out and do some more, and we'll see what we can sell that for later on. I'll need a storage ship to transfer it, or to go and sell it in a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of runs, and what I'll do then is, in the end, I will
The moving glass has been found. Report to the manager's
go and sell it
office
all
if
and
you
see
think
what I
it's
get.
yours.
So if you take in how much I spent, I think 15 grand plus 55. Well, I haven't spent 55 grand, but if you was to spend 55 grand on a prospector, then we would have spent now 70 grand up to yet. Power shields.
Maximizing shields.
Landing gear up.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look around at some of these asteroids and just see what we've got going on around here.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Agresium. Too big.
Mining mode off.
So 3,500 could be multiple rocks. So it's 3,500 could be multiple rocks, so it could be salvage. Getting that too big.
Fracturing mode on.
Oh, it's an easy, it's a titanium.
On.
Like this one. Impossible. Titanium. Definitely could take that one, couldn't we? Titanium and what's it called? Let's have a look at these parts. It's the first time I've ever mined in spaces, by the way. Normally I do ground. So that's titanium, so let's take all of that. This one is... 7% of that. Inert materials. Okay, any more for any more? Now, I know there's like certain rocks, like gold and all that stuff, like certain commodities you want to pick up. But what I'm doing here is looking at, is it just worth renting a mining prospector, just going out like I've just done, and just, without any knowledge, without upgrading the ship, without any of all that stuff, and just picking up what you can. That's what I'm looking at here, guys.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on. Fracturing mode on.
Let's look what we've got. We've got pizza, a C-type here. It's an impossible. We've got a C-type. It's an impossible. Another C-type. Impossible. And as you see, if I start firing at this, take the intensity to full, you just see there's no line coming up on it. So you can get modules that do a lot of stuff like help you with the mining power of the laser. You'll see here again, it's getting nothing basically on that charge level. So we move to the next. And what I'm looking at with these, you'll see on the, as it looks at it as a scan, it comes up with a number on the side, left-hand side. You'll see, like, if I look back at that one. When it's something like a 1700 or something like that, it's generally just one big rock. When it's a higher number, it's the possibility there's more smaller rocks. The 7,000 where it's getting closer. Turn mining mode on. Is this the one I did earlier? Now I can be scanning it. That's impossible. Is it the one I did earlier? It could be. If this is inert materials, then it is. Type M, easy. It's got greasium and titanium and inert materials. Let's get closer to it. Whoa! Boy. Let's switch because it's a purple, so I can literally just extract it. When it has the purple outline, you can just extract it. Cool. Next one. Let's have a look what that is. In 1870. So I'll go to that 1870 and show you. It'll more than likely be a massive big rock. That 1870, but that's 17. What was it? 1720 might be a big rock as well. So let's go over to these two. But more than likely, like I say, it'll just be one big rock over here. This 1870 will just be one big rock probably. You'll see there. Yeah, it's an impossible. So that's why I didn't want to really go to those single ones, because if it's just one big one, there's less chance that you know there's going to be a couple of rocks where if one isn't unbreakable, then you should be fine with, you know, you might be fine with others next to it. It's an 1870. As you see there, and what I'm doing is I'm rolling my mouse wheel up and down to get the field of view to be from 360 to 2, and when it's 2, you get more focused in view. You need 360 to get the little box to show up, and then once you get the little box to show up, just look and bring it in and scan yours. That's when you'll see the closer view then. And you'll see there's like 3. More chance of one of these actually being something. And then what we'll do is we'll scan again and see how far away we are. 4,000. Press M to bring the mining mode out. We're not even halfway yet, so.
Mining mode on.
Alright, so first one. Grease and titanium. Quack type Q. Barrel. Possible. So let's keep looking.
Mining mode off.
Couple over here. Mine laser.
Mining mode on.
possible again. Oh. So we've got that. It's purple, so we can take that one. That's titanium. 58%.
Extraction mode on.
I don't know if we got any of that because I fired the wrong laser on it. But there we are. 510, so there could be a couple over there as well. So a couple over here, and then up to that one there. So it's beryl and titanium with a medium, so we might be able to get that one. And that's an easy titanium hessonite one. So we can mine both of these. So let's do it.
Fracturing mode on.
So scan these.
Extraction mode on.
Take all of that. And we're pretty much full. We're literally almost full, so we might as well just head back from there.
Mining mode off.
So let's head to the space station. So yeah, it wasn't too bad being out of here. I mean, like I said, I'm not too sure on whether it's even worth it. Turn engines up.
Powering down systems.
What I need to do is get a cargo ship ready now.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval
forgot.
system.
That was 140. Colour's black, take that, it's 40 odd.
Please visit us again.
So I've got the colours black here now. So I can fill that up with cargo. So you'd have to rent a cutlass black as well once you've got your cargo, and that'll cost you about, well, I'll show you in a sec, for the day, unless you've got a cargo ship yourself. So we'll have a look at the ore sales again and see what we've got from that.
Hey, back again, I see. Well, Finding everything all right?
Yeah. So we're going to get 16,000 from this if we just sell it to them as is. But we'll go on here and set up another work order. A few minutes left on that. Prospector. Set up work order. And we're going to do the titanium, the aphthenite, or whatever, and the grecium. I think we went with the ferron, didn't we? The core.
You see anything you like?
6 hours. 1 hour 32 is going to cost 1,600. We're going to lose 7 titanium. That's way too much. 8 hours, going to cost 3 grand. We're going to lose 3 titanium, 2 SI, and none of the grecium. Too much. I lose way too much on it. At that, 5 titanium will lose. Cost us 9,000. We'll lose 3 of those. But it's done in an hour. Let's do that one.
Hey, back again, I see. Welcome. Finding everything all right?
Yep, everything's fine. So maybe do one more run and then see what we've got. So let me show you the Cutlass Black and how much it is to rent that. So there's a Prospector which is 51,000 and Cutlass Black is 34,000. And this is where you can then buy modules and mining heads and stuff like that for taking up your intensity. Like I said, you can add them to a rented Prospector. I don't know if you can do them on like this one where we got the free fly. Let's have a look. Bulldogs paint systems. So I'm wondering if I can actually upgrade this one. What I'll do is I'll buy a thing and see if I can add it to this one. So let me have a look. So I want utility. I want the utility. And I want mining heads. And I want a lancet. I think I want a lancet. So the optimal charge window is minus 60%. But it's 40% up on the, so the laser instability is that what I want? What have I got on mine? So I've got an abort, yeah. So resistance is plus So minus 35 on the inert materials. And minus 30% on inert materials. Laser instability is minus 35%. The optimal charge window is plus 40%, but the resistance is plus 25, so it's harder to do rocks. Now, and you can buy only one sub item for this. So we've got the boat. So let me have a look. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to do utility mining head. And I'm going to do the Lancet. And that is going to be more powerful. Instability is minus 10%. Optimal charge window, how fast the green bar fills is plus 40%. Inert materials is minus 30%. The optimal charge window size is going to be smaller by 60%, so just over half. But you'll be able to do bigger rocks with it. So we'll buy that. Resistance minus 45. That's a good one. Resistance is minus 4. So there's 0 minus slots, module slots on this one. But the resistance is minus 45, so half of that. Optimal charge window is plus. Inert materials minus 30. Laser instability is up. So faster mining basically. For a careful miner. The Ofsted one is it's minus 30% resistance. Charge. The Lancet is it's that window, it's that small window there. But you'll be able to do bigger rocks. Ideal for support lasers. That's the one we've got. So if that's the one we've got, which is a 889 power laser, then the Hofstede is a 221. That might be a good one to do, but then you're not going to get the modules, whereas with the Lancet you get 3 modules. Unless they've changed it. Helix, 2 modules, 3 modules, that's a size 2. The Helix one. Brings the resistance down, the charge window's down, but we can have 2 module slots. And it's quite powerful as well. So I might look at that laser, I might look at the Helix one here, buy that, see if I can put that on.
I
Which is
think you're going to be happy
100k.
with that.
100k for that. Where's it? Now if I go to mining modules, I can get 2 modules. So you've got the Brandt, which is brings the resistance down by 15%. It is an active one, so you have to activate it. You get 5 uses. Then you've got the Pharrell, which brings the 15 extraction laser power up 150%. Just off it charge rate minus 60%, which has got resistance up 15%. Again, it's 6 uses. Lifeline, Rhyme. Still Rhyme is an active one as well. I'm looking for more. That one Stampede fires lasers into the rock. Torpedo. Shatter damage plus 40%. Again, that's 5 uses. So you want the filter module. You got the focus module, and the focus module will bring the charge window up by 30%. And the mining laser power up 85%. It's a passive, so you don't have to do anything. And you got the Focus 2, which is 90%, 37% on the charge window. And then you got the Focus 3, which is 40%, 95% laser power. So we can have two. So I'm going to buy that. I'm buying these, not even knowing if I can put them on, but I'm buying them because I want to buy a mining ship anyway. So that's a mark. And then we've got the Riga, which optimal size when it's down. Again, it's a passive one. And then we've got the Vox, which is a passive one. Brings the charge rate down by 20%, but extraction laser power is up, so faster extracting. Then we've got the extra, which is a passive one. Charge window is up 15%, inert materials minus 5%. Laser power is up by 85%. So this must be like a size 2. Must be a bigger one. Oh no, yeah. So 6%, 25% charge window, 95% power laser. So let's go for that and see if we can add them in. Let's buy that. So I don't know what I've just spent, but
I think you're going to be
a lot of money. Probably 150, 160k. But the thing is, can we put them on a rented ship? That's the thing. Now there's my prospector utility, and I'm going to put that one on instead, and in the sub item I'm going to put these two on. I'm going to save that. There we are. So that is on. Now can I do that to a rented one? I might go and rent one and try it. So I'm going to rent this for a day. Right, and I won't be able to do anything with it until I collect it, so if I get out this prospector and I can put stuff on it, they've changed. So you can put stuff on it. In 3.18 you couldn't rent a prospector and put stuff on it. You had to buy one, so nobody would go out mining with a rented prospector because there was no point. But we'll find out now, won't we? So the one I've rented is doesn't have the 2 on it, prospector. So my one is a 2, and the one I've rented is
Please
non-2.
visit us again. Goodbye.
So let's have a look. So there's the process. Yeah, so there we are. It can't be altered. So that's why people don't, because of that reason. So a prospector to rent is 51,000, and as you saw, I was getting some materials. We'll see what we get back from them materials. To buy a prospector is about 2 million, just over 2 million, 2.6 I think it is, something like that, which I'm close to at the moment. So you'll see now my mining section looks different once I get out there. So we've got a bigger laser now. As you'll see now, we've got to the left now, we've got the mining modules as well. So the 2 passive mining modules as well. And the Helix mining head we've got there as well, you can see. Which gives us fracture power and all the extra bonuses, the window sizes and stuff like that. So this is saying easy now on this one, but it's iron. So that mining head has probably allowed us to have different rocks that we can mine. So definitely worth buying the prospector and being able to change its heads. This has got quantanium in it. So this quantanium here, 43% quantanium, which means we'll only have 15 minutes once I start picking it up, but it's purple. So I can literally just take that. But that quantanium will then trigger off my violet cargo thing. So let's switch heads and let's pick this up and just go and send it, take it straight back. We've got 24 minutes basically on that now. That's what that's saying. And make sure I keep an eye on that time, don't travel too far. I like that it has a timer on it now. It never used to have a timer on it. So I like that timer. It used to be 15 minutes, now it's 23, that's good as well. So that's Bourse and Titanium, and this is Agricium and Titanium. So let's break these two up. Like I said, I want to give it a shot. I have about 5 minutes left when I, what's it called? Somebody blocks these. I like how you can keep in the optimal and it doesn't let you bring your laser back down. There we are. And Haley got caught out with that then. So these are all going to be extractable. We keep an eye on that timer. Just take all of that. There's 28 inert materials there. It's a massive amount of inert materials there. Still a mistake, wasn't it? It's got half of that's in inert materials. Picking up a lot of inert, but so this is Agricium and Titanium. So let's do this one and then that should then give me enough time to get back. Backwards and forwards with it. 15 minutes left, so let's pick up some of this and then go.
Extraction mode on.
Titanium with inert materials.
Hey.
So what we got left on this? 11 minutes. Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
The thing is, once you put it away, then the material's fine. So let's look what we got our sales wise this time. So 34,000 with the material we've got now, because we've got this one could contain 11 of that's going to be from this containing there. But let's set up a work order. I'll do another fast one. So obviously you're going to get more material on your work orders. So one's complete now.
I think you're going to be happy with that. Feel free to take a look around. We got a pretty good selection.
I've got free space. Okay, so we've got Contanium raw, iron, Contanium, bus, and agricium. And we're going to look at. Let's have a look. So get the work order for the first one. It's going to be 32 minutes. Going to cost us 7,000. We're going to lose. May want to look at is how much do we lose on the Contanium. So we're going to lose half the Contanium. On that one, we're going to lose hardly any of the Contanium, but it's 4 hours. 1 hour 5 minutes. We're not going to lose a lot of the Contanium, so that's a good one. But we're going to lose about 3 force. It costs 22 grand. So we'll confirm that for the hour. So that's the Gaskian one. So let's have a look. Gaskian one up to here. 16 minutes. We're going to lose half the Contanium. And 4 of the boss. But it's only a 16-minute ferrum. Eight hours. So let's have a look at this 16-minute one. Because we've got 23 on that. It costs us 22 grand. And we're going to lose half. Let's try and find a 30-minute one where we don't lose too much. Mainly this boss here, we're going to lose 3 of that, and the Contanium we're going to lose just under half, but it's going to be 2 hours. Dinks, which is the biggest one, 26 hours, but we don't lose hardly any. Thermal, 81, 6 hours. Kanzen, which is 1 hour, we lose half the Contanium. So it depends on how much you're going to get back from the Contanium if you lose half of it. So how much you spend in here. So it's going to require some math to work it out. So that's 32 minutes, we're going to lose half. But it's only going to, and it's going to cost 7 grand. Did I just... I don't even know which one I did. I did one where I'm going to lose a lot, but it's only 32 minutes, so that's fine. So what we can do is send that to the Cutlass Black there, which is 21.
I think you're going to be happy
After 46.
with that. Finding everything all right?
So I might need a bigger ship. I might have to get the bigger ship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get the bigger ship.
Finding everything all right?
Yeah. So 30 minutes and they'll all be done. So that's the refinery work order has been completed. Let's click that. There we are. Sign out. So let's go and have a look what we've got, guys. Now, like I say, to rent a prospector could get this out here.
We've been noticing leaks in processing.
There's 3 loads of prospector, and it costs 55,000 to rent a prospector, 51,000 to rent a prospector. So let's have a look. Is it even worth it? There's all my cargo. What have I got? So there's 1, 2, 3. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 by 5. Which is 15. So that's 15, 30, 45, 60 minus 6. So 44, 54, 54 SCU we've got cargo. So guys, if you're going to rent a prospector for 55,000, and I think I've spent around, I spent around 40,000 on refining it. So we're looking at about 90,000. I don't think I'm going to make 90,000 here. I might do. I might be surprised, but I don't think I'm going to. And so is it worth it? I don't know. Now, I wouldn't have had to spend the 40,000 on the refine. I could have spent 15 on the 3 loads. I could have spent like 3,000 and done the 8-hour one. Not the 8-hour one, the 25-hour one. But then it's just waiting for them 25 hours. Like a whole day. So, in that case, say we spent maybe, 60,000 altogether on renting the ship and the refining. That's what we want to be looking at now. Is that worth it? Will we make more than 60,000 here now with these 3 loads, with stuff we've done?
A friendly reminder to check.
Or is it just not even worth it altogether? Is it just not even worth doing? Like, it's been around 2 hours work.
No stress, no mess.
But
The next
The
shuttle
first
is
one I could
approaching
have
the station.
not done. Didn't have to go down to that thing place. I could have just stayed around the space station like I did in the end anyway. So you probably could have been talking like an hour's worth of mining.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
An hour's
Last
worth of
call for
mining
passengers.
with these
The
three
shuttle
loads.
is preparing to depart.
50. It says 60,000 for the
Please
ship
clear the
and
hatch.
the
Shuttle.
refining, and then so that's what we need to make. So we need to be sort of thinking about that now. And it depends on how many hours you want to mine for, because if the rental is only for a day, then how long do you want to actually stay on it? Is it even worth it? Or you're better off just doing other stuff, getting your prospector at some point, yourself buying your prospector for 2.6 million or whatever it is, and then just being able to upgrade your lasers and stuff like that. So this is what we've got to find out now. Is it even worth mining other materials other than quantanium? Looking for quantanium, gold, you know, the 3 big ones or 4 big ones. You know, if we can't find it, we've got to spend time finding it. You know, you want to be able to just go out and search and find a rock and then crack that rock and grab the stuff from it and sell it. You know, doing it quicker rather than spending an hour looking for the right rock. This is what we're going to find out. I've got no clue here what we're going to earn. I have no clue whatsoever. We've got 54
Approaching next station.
SCU
If
of
this is your
cargo.
stop, please prepare to disembark.
And we might not even make enough back to
Last call
have
for
even
passengers.
rented a
The shuttle is
prospector, which
preparing to
means then we'd have to make sure we do 5, 6, 7 hours of mining with the prospector to even, you know, make a dent on earning some cash back. We're going to find out. Because obviously waiting 25 hours for it as well, then coming back and bringing it all down to here, you need the ship, a cargo ship, so you may have to rent a cargo ship for 30,000 as well on top of that. So let's have a look what we got. Inventory, star on it. We have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So we've got 22 titanium, which we're going to sell for just short of 10 grand. So that's 10,000. Then we've got the boss, we're going to sell for 24 grand. So that's 34 grand. Then we've got this Hephaestionite, we're going to sell for 45 grand. So we're at 70. 34, 80 grand. We're at 80 grand. 80,000. So we're at 80,000. 85,000. $98,000. I'll do that last. 98,000. 114,000. $117,000. We're on about 117,000. So 117,000 from all the stuff that's not quantanium. 117,000. Say we paid what? Say 60 for the ship and the what's it called? So we're about 50, 60 grand up. And we're going to get 25 for this one here. So we made about 130 grand. 140, 130, 117, 28, 30. It's about 140,000 I think we made. So 114,000 from them 3 loads, and if we sit around that main little area that we was around the space station, it's not too bad. I reckon we could have done that run in around an hour, but then it was just waiting for the processing time. We could have done an easy process and waited 25 hours and got even more yield from it. So yeah, I think we earned what, about 80,000 after, if you take out the 60 from the misship and the processing that we could have done for the 25. We made about 80,000. It's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Providing
And
connections to all
so you can
major
do that with a rented
Crusader
prospector.
Industries' last call for passengers. The
And
shuttle is
that's
preparing to depart.
about probably about an hour's worth of work. You could probably do that. So definitely, definitely you can do it with a prospector that you can rent as well, and that's the point. You couldn't actually use a rented prospector before because you couldn't change the lasers on it, the mining lasers, and they're just too unstable. With there was too much instability with mining Quantanium. I mean, obviously you saw the Quantanium 25 for that one that we had,
A
or
friendly
even just
reminder
over
to
half.
check for your personal belongings before
And
after
so
all
you can
shuttle
see why you're making the money with the Quantanium. But then you've got to go and look for that Quantanium. Like we just had that one there, which we looked out on, and it still gives us 25 grand. So if you do look out, if you're just going around the area, you could just look out in the end and get some Quantanium as you're doing it. You know, I did that, them couple of loads. Yeah, it took me 2 hours, but I went on the planet as well. I don't think you have to go on the planet. I think you can just do it around the space station like I was doing in the end. And I reckon you'll be able to do three
Last call for
of them an
passengers.
hour
The shuttle
easily.
is preparing to depart.
So three loads an hour. So if you spent 3 or 4 hours on it, you could definitely earn, you know, 500,000 doing that. So I definitely think with a rented prospector as well. That's the main thing I'm
Last call for
I'm
passengers.
aiming
The
at here.
shuttle
Is
is preparing
a
to
rented
depart.
prospector was useless before, but now it's not. It's not useless anymore. You can actually rent one. Now I've got about 2 million, so I'm going to buy a prospector anyway because I want a prospector. And in the end, I'm probably going to pledge a prospector. I've pledged a vulture, and I want to pledge a caterpillar, and I want to pledge a prospector in the end.
Aim to make getting there half the fun.
So I've got currently 2.13 million. I've got 2.13 million, so
The next
That's
shuttle
been
is approaching the station.
so I've got 2.1 million at the moment.
A friendly reminder
So I'm going to
to check
buy
your personal
a
belongings.
prospector at some point. I think it's about
The shuttle
2.6
is
million, so I'm going
preparing
to
to
buy
depart.
one in the end, just so I've got one, and then I can upgrade it because I want to be able to upgrade them mining lasers. And so look at that site that I showed you, and I'm going to do some more videos on this. I'm going to do some more learning on this and figure it out. This one was more about what can I do with a rented prospector. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to buy a prospector, and I'm going to you know, learn more about the mining lasers and stuff like that, and the modules that we can get, and go from there, and just sort of stick around where I was a minute ago, and just stick around that area and see what I can do, and maybe do a couple of hours of mining and just see what we can get from that. So that will probably be what one of the videos I do next. I'm also going to go back to doing some cargo running with the Taurus. Now that I've changed I bought the railing, and they give me a Taurus for free.
The shuttle is preparing
So I
to
don't no longer have the Max. I no longer have the Max now. So I want to do some cargo running with the Taurus and just see what we've got, how it differs to the Max. So that's this video, guys. So we hope you like this video. Hopefully it showed you some things. Like I said, the main focus of this video was, can we do stuff with a rented prospector? And the answer is yes, you can. We can do stuff with a rented prospector. So that's, and we, like I said, we earned about 80 grand profit. Well, I actually earned probably hardly any profit. Actually, I probably was out. I was probably in debt because I bought that 100k laser and all that other stuff that I bought. But if I'd have just used my free fly prospector, I could have made 100 grand in an hour, I reckon. So don't forget, guys, it is a free fly at the moment. Use the code dropping down, and if you do buy the game before the 17th, by using that code, you'll also get a free SVT buggy. It's a ground vehicle, but you get that for free if you do buy the game for the 17th if you've used that code. So yeah, so check that out, guys. Go and do some messing around with that prospector in the minefields, in the cluster fields or whatever they call them, asteroid fields, and see how you guys get. See what you guys can do. If you want to give me any more advice, guys, on mining and stuff like that, definitely I'll take that because I want to do a couple of videos on it when I buy one.
Recently redesigned
And so we hope you like this one, guys. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the verse.
The shuttle is preparing to depart.